Welcome to Media Bites. This is Random Rob.
Who's got her period? What are you doing? Carrie. This is Carrie. Come on. Now relax. Calm down. Listen to me. Listen. It's okay. You're just gonna stand up and take care of yourself now. Come on. Now grow up. Stand up and take care of yourself. Come on, do it. No! Get out of here. Go on, right now. Move!
Carrie is a 1976 film by Brian De Palma, based on the Stephen King novel of the same name from 1974. It was the first of what is now over 100 adaptations of King's work for the screen. I can remember finding a copy of the book in my elementary school library, and as a preteen was understandably shocked and intrigued by its intense story, but also felt a strong connection with the character. I kind of doubt this book is still available for 5th graders to read at the Dow's Lane Elementary School anymore. Carrie is a coming-of-age tragedy about a shy, awkward girl with telekinetic powers who is sheltered from life experience to a near crippling degree by her manic, religiously obsessed mother. The story begins with Carrie experiencing her first period in gym class and not knowing what's happening to her. She becomes hysterical, is chastised and humiliated by the other girls in gym, and is sent home by the gym teacher, Miss Collins, who punishes the girls in class with a week of detention, where they have to exercise continuously or be denied their prom tickets. Sue Snell, the only one who feels some shame for her part in the bullying, talks her popular boyfriend Tommy into taking Carrie to the prom as an act of contrition. Meanwhile, Chris Hargensen, who refuses to be pushed around by Miss Collins, leaves class, loses her prom ticket, and decides to get her revenge on Carrie by having her boyfriend Billy kill a pig at a local farm and put its blood in a bucket, which they plan to drop on Carrie's head in front of everyone when she's crowned Queen of the Prom. Carrie's mother tries to stop her from going to the prom, convinced she's being seduced by Satan in the form of her own sexuality. But Carrie is earnest in her feelings that she needs to come out of her shell and be around other people. She has a lovely night, and when she is crowned queen, Chris and Billy upend the bucket of blood on her. Humiliated again, and confronted with the unpleasant realization that her mother's warnings have come true, they're going to laugh at you, Carrie unleashes her power, locking the doors and spraying fire hoses on the terrified crowd, eventually causing an electrical fire that kills everyone in the gym. Defeated and lost, she returns home to the one place of safety, not realizing her mother is waiting to kill her, and in one final exercise of power, brings an end to her mother and her own miserable life. I didn't really appreciate this film when it came out. Seeing it at a friend's house on TV, edited for content, it didn't connect with me. Looking at it as an adult, I think it's a classic film of that period, and one of the best films based on a King book. De Palma's direction and Lawrence Cohen's script boil the story down to its essential elements and themes in a way that holds up. The lead performances by Sissy Spacek and Piper Laurie as her mother Margaret really light up the screen. They were both nominated for Oscars for their performances. It made Spacek an instant star and rebooted the career of Laurie, who had been absent from film since 1961. Spacek really owns this part. She's such a natural and honest screen presence, you immediately root for her. Watch this scene where she forces her controlling mother for the first time to listen to her.
Things are going to change around here.
Which? That's Satan's power.
It's nothing to do with Satan, Mama. It's me. Me. If I concentrate hard enough, I can move things.
Satan is clever.
Mama, I'm not the only one. Other people can do it. I read about it.
Oh, you poor child, don't you know? He doesn't let you know he's working through you.
I know.
He entered your father and carried him off.
He ran away, Mama.
The devil tempted him.
He ran away with a woman, Mama. Everybody knows that.
You must renounce this power. You must give it up. You must never use it.
I'm going. You can't stop me. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
The film has a highly stylized dramatic approach and feels like it was strongly influenced by the giallo films of Dario Argento. It has that soap operatic kind of vibe, but the campy lightness makes the horror elements much more effective. You hardly ever saw films from this period that dealt with bullying, especially with regard to women. The theme of femininity needing to find a proper social fit is the reason I think this film still holds up today. Carrie is forced into the most narrow range of acceptable behaviors, and when she tries to be like others, she is punished again. She is left no option but to snap. As she lashes out at the prom, stalking the stage with this frozen, wrathful expression, an unforgettable image, it's as if she's become a Greek fury. In Roman myth, it is a drop of blood from the god Uranus that gives birth to the Furies, and blood is the central metaphoric image in Carrie. It stands for her womanhood and for her mother's catalog of sin that women commit. That others would laugh at her having blood spilled all over her refers back to the opening scene where she is humiliated for having her period. It is a natural thing, but it's unacceptable. Her body and herself being rejected by the entirety of her school, which is her whole world. At the same time, it is also a perverse reversal of the idea of being washed in the blood of Christ, as the Carrie who leaves the prom is reborn. She's no longer the same person who went in. She's become the Dark Destroyer. I feel that while the core narrative is one of a girl being shunned for being shy and different, the meta-narrative of Carrie is about a girl being shunned for becoming a woman, and embracing her own inner power, expressed in story terms as telekinesis. I was kind of disheartened to hear that the recent remake with Chloe Moritz was done as a straight remake without tapping into contemporary issues of tolerance and bullying. Teens always struggle with social identity, especially now in a world where they are intimately connected through social media. It would have been nice to update Carrie by injecting some commentary rendered on those issues, but maybe this just isn't a story that's structure and characters make sense outside of the context of the 1970s. De Palma's Carrie is a tragic fable about intolerance and bullying that comes from a time when those weren't subjects teenagers talked about comfortably. If you haven't watched it recently, I recommend you give it a look with modern eyes. It's got some great themes to chew on. That's all for now. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Look for Media Bites on Facebook and check back for new content. Leave any questions or comments below, and we'll see you next time.